Can We Talk podcast, episode 109. I have a special guest in the building, someone I've known for over a decade. I'd say over 2 decades at this point, right?
Yeah, a long time.
Goddamn,
Real
long time. So we're out in San Antonio for the second time ever. This is not a La Quinta this time, you know, even though we thought about doing it in the La Quinta. Nothing wrong with doing your pod in La Quinta, but we wanted to bring the pod back out here, and I realized that you're out here. So I hit your line, and I was like, let's make it happen. He was like, sure. So I want you to just talk about you just a little bit. Like, why move to San Antonio? Why are you here? And what are some fun things you've learned to do here, if any?
Let's see. Well, I got my bachelor's here. I went to Arleta Lake University, so I played volleyball there during my undergrad years. And then I moved out to Houston and was getting my master's at TSU. And I was coaching club volleyball out there. I'm a coach as well. I was coaching club volleyball out there. I had a friend of mine who told me about an opportunity back in San Antonio, which was at Arleta Lake. And I was like, oh, bet. Like, yeah, I would love to go back and coach at, my old school. And so, reached out to the head coach that's there currently. And that's kind of, talked to him. We kind of chopped it up and then got the job. And I've been here now for about 3 years.
Good thing.
Yeah, 3 years currently. But of course, like I said, I got my undergrad, so I was here before then. And yeah, that's really the main reason why I'm here. Honestly, I like San Antonio. It's not a bad city. Obviously, I will say, there's not too many of us out here, but it's still a good time. I still got a lot of friends out here. And to be honest, I really don't know like all of the places to go out here, but I know there's some, nice spots, but I don't really. I'm really basic. I wake up, I go do my work, I come home, and that's really about it. So I can't really tell you the spots to go to out here. But I know right now it's Fiesta. That's a really, really big thing that a lot of people go to. Like I was telling you, it's kind of like San Antonio's Mardi Gras, if I had to put it, in the best way. So other than that, I can't really tell you too much. I don't really be out here in the streets like that.
I think we ran into some kind of celebration thing at there's this food place in some food court hall that's downtown, and it was packed.
Yeah,
like stalls and a bunch of kids everywhere. So maybe that was what was happening. Not sure.
Possibly.
What are some bad things about living in San Antonio?
Some bad things,
or maybe not bad. Maybe things you're not fond of or you don't like.
I guess one of the big things for me right now is, I live near, the Six Flags area, so that construction is absolutely trash. It's horrible. It is absolutely horrible. The only good thing about that is that my practices are during the times that there's not traffic. Yeah, so it doesn't affect me too much, but when you in it, you in it. You ain't going nowhere. Like, it's bad. And I feel like it's been that way since I've been in my undergrad years, was 2013. So it hasn't gotten better. Outside of that, I would probably say it's hard to find people that look like me out here. I would say most people who look like me out here are mostly like in the military, or they might have been like born here or something like that, or they're an athlete that's going to UTSA or UIW or something like that. But outside of that, it's really tough to kind of find those spaces that are for us. So I think that's one of the things that I wish they had, but I get it. We're in San Antonio, so the demographic is obviously very, very different. Yeah. Obviously, come from Houston, when it's wherever you go, you can find someone 24/7, and it's someone for you. So that's something that, I'm pretty sure there's spaces out here, but I just haven't had the opportunity to kind of, really go out there and look for them. So I'll probably say just that.
Shout out to Ash. She was supposed to be here today, but something changed. I think she got off later than expected, but she says the exact same thing. Yeah. She's been here for a couple of years too.
It's tough.
So how do we know each other?
So we know each other. We are, I guess we could just say we are family, friends, however you want to call that. My mom and your mom, how did that happen? I want to say HEB. Yeah, HEB was a common denominator.
Or maybe it was the daycare that we.
I feel like it was HEB and then daycare.
I don't know.
I want to say it was HEB. Both of them working at HEB, and I had an older sibling who passed away when I was younger, and his mom, I want to say at the daycare. When she worked in the daycare, and she used to watch him. Mm-hmm. So his mom used to watch my brother at this daycare called, was it La Petite?
La Petite.
And so became just really good friends. Even outside of, La Petite, she would still, watch him and stuff like that. And, when I came into the picture, I was also one of the, the kids that she watched. And my parents would go do their thing, and I would be, at Miss Charmaine's house, and I'll be with Calvin and Jerome. And that was kind of, that. And we kind of just grew up with each other, and I would, always be over there. She would babysit me, and then we kind of just, as the years kept going, we would, see each other for, holidays and stuff like that. And yeah, so that's kind of the gist of it. It's very interesting to see, you now, because there's been a lot of stages, a lot of stages of you growing up.
I mean, it's the truth. It's the truth.
A lot of stages. So yeah,
as there should be. I shouldn't be the exact same person I was
100%.
10 years ago.
No, 100%.
And that definitely brings me to this situation, right? So I'm going to tell you the situation from my perspective, right? So there's an ex that I dealt with over a decade ago. Mm-hmm. We were friends after the relationship, allegedly. Mm-hmm. She ended up being on some weird type of energy that I didn't like. Mm-hmm. So I stopped talking to her and blocked her, right?
Yeah.
Out of the blue. I just be blocking people, right? So
that type of person. Okay.
Years later, or a couple of years later, I forgot to block her on Instagram. So she hits my line and is basically asking me, hey, I know I'm blocked on this place and this place. I have an open ear. I want to hear why. And I was like, sure, why not?
Yeah.
Mistake. But I told her why. And she was like, oh, well, I'm not even like that no more. I don't move like that no more. I apologize. This, and this. Mm-hmm. I kid you not. 2 days later, she's just acting weird.
What is weird?
I called her dude a loser. Cause she had a dude, and then I was like, cause you can spot a loser from miles away, right? So I called him a loser, and she agreed.
What was the loser tendency? Why was he a loser?
I don't know. They're just, when you see a person as a loser, they just walk like a loser. They talk like a loser. They're just a loser.
Yeah.
And I told her that he looked like a loser to me, and she felt the type of way. And I was like, that's fine. I mean, I don't care if you have anything to say about anyone I deal with. That's not my problem or issue or anything. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. So I ended up just blocking her, right? I want to ask you, I want to be mean, but I want to be nice because I'm healed and I'm not the same person I used to be. I want to be nice.
Okay.
2 weeks. Have you, and we don't have to talk about the friendship you brought up, have you gone through a process of basically friendships breaking apart almost instantly? Yeah. Let's say you clicked up many years prior, you guys didn't talk for a while, you guys back clicked up, and then you realize damn, this is the reason we stopped fucking with each other in the first place.
Yeah.
Has that ever happened? And I'm being really light about what I'm saying. That version of it is the lightest version I could possibly even explain, to be honest.
I would say yes. I definitely had to process, this one particular friendship, and how it kind of how it went. If you know me, I'm a very big relationships, connections. Those mean a lot to me. So if you're my friend, I'm sticking with you. I'm riding with you. I'm here for you. You mean a lot to me. And this person, this particular friendship that I had, it was a good little minute, almost a decade. If not more than a decade, type of friendship. And it was just how that person was moving. I was just I'm putting more into, this friendship than this other person, is putting into. And I'm just why am I the only person that's,
facts,
putting in this energy to keep this, relation, this connection, going. And so I just got to the point to where it was just draining me, and I just kept trying. I was like, you know what, at this point in time, if you don't value our friendship, You know, if you don't value the connection that we have, if you don't value the person I am, then at the end of the day, I just got to move forward. And, you know, I had to walk away from it. And it was hard. Like, I did not want to walk away. 'Cause like I said, I've been knowing this person for a super long time. But it just got to the point where I was like, yeah, no, this is no longer serving me. And unfortunately, I'm not going to put in more than what you're going to put in. So it's just going to have to be, it is what it is. There's no beef from my end.
There's beef from
yeah.
mine.
It's still beef from my end. Like, it is what it is. But it just got to the point where I was like, you know what? Like, I need to move forward because it's just going to be a reoccurring issue. And it's going to be something that's going to be on my mind for a minute. So I was like, you know what? I need to just process that and move forward. And so I did.
I don't even want to say people with good hearts. Why do people give friendships so many opportunities?
I think because, like, I guess from my experience, we've been through so much. So I guess that history, you know, kind of keeps people, you know, there for, you know, the long haul. And it's like, okay, I've been knowing this person. We have history. We've been through some things together. You know, I think that's the main reason why people just keep trying is because you just have that long, you know, extended time. Now, if you ain't got a long history, then I don't know why people say, I don't know. That's a little different. I can't talk on that. But, you know, for having a long-term friendship, it's like you have that history. So you want to keep trying until, you know, unfortunately, you can't try no more.
Facts.
So it is what it is. It's tough, but you got to move forward for yourself.
Facts. I guess I could probably sum all that up into when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time.
Yeah.
Even though you have history with somebody, like if they legit are doing some weird shit, they're going to do weird shit again.
Yep. 100% agree. And I mean, it took me a little minute to understand that and realize that. And I'm still,
it's tough.
You know, I still be like, let me give them a chance though. Like, I know they be doing, let me just try again.
Like, what if this one last chance I give is the chance that makes us work?
Exactly. Yeah. And it's like, you know, that one time that might be it. And they might change it. But no, you absolutely right. You know, when people show you who they are, that's who they are. Unfortunately, you can't change nobody. You can't go out there and try and fix somebody and change somebody. They have to change for themselves. And most of the time, they don't even see themselves as the problem.
Exactly.
They don't even see themselves as the issue. So it's like, what's the point in me continuing to try if you don't even realize that, you know, I'm hurting behind this, or it's some, you know, type of feeling behind it, and you just moving like, oh, well, I don't, you know.
Yeah, you'll get over it. Like, no,
yeah,
my feelings is valid. Yeah.
Right, exactly, 100%. Like, I'm saying this because obviously it means something to me, so, you know, you should take that in consideration. But most of the time, people don't. So it's like, you know what? Cool.
Facts.
Let me walk away from that. So
super facts.
Walk away.
So let me ask you this. This is a question that I maybe have asked 250,000 people before. What are your thoughts on the Cheesecake Factory?
The Cheesecake Factory? Ain't nothing wrong with Cheesecake Factory.
So if your dude takes you to Cheesecake Factory, no issues, right?
No, not at all. We can get down to Cheesecake Factory. The appetizers, the drinks, the entrees, the dessert.
You know,
it's fine.
The last time I saw your mom was at Cheesecake Factory. She was there.
What was she doing at Cheesecake?
So me, my mom, and her went to the Cheesecake Factory, and your mom was with a group of people already eating. And I guess my mom saw your mom. Well, I don't know if they were talking, but she's like, Janice is over there. I was like, word? We just walked over there. We were waiting for a table or whatever, but she was already sitting down with like a group of like 10, 15 people.
Yeah. Interesting. She really goes to Cheesecake Factory. She feels like it's overrated. Which, I mean,
It's Cheesecake Factory. It's like,
It's
I'm not
what it
going
is.
there
That
to be
bread go
wild.
hard. I ain't gonna lie, that bread do go hard.
The bread does go hard. They sell that bread at like grocery stores.
They
now.
do.
Yeah.
They do. I
It's
ain't
lit.
never seen it though, but they do. They do. I ain't got no problem with cheesecake. I like it.
That's funny. I was like, the last time I saw your mom was literally at the Cheesecake Factory. That's hilarious.
Which is funny because, like I said, she must have been there for like somebody else.
Yeah, I think this might be a party or something.
Yeah, it had to be for somebody else because she's not gonna go out there just on her own will just to Cheesecake Factory. Nah.
That's my mom's bag. She loves the Cheesecake Factory.
Does she really?
Yeah.
What's she be getting from there?
I don't know. I should know that.
You should.
She knows what I get for sure.
See, that's because that's that parent. That's that parent love.
Sure.
I feel like y'all got the same thing last time because y'all both said like that's your go-to.
Oh, then yeah, the pasta.
The Louisiana chicken one.
I think it's New Orleans.
With the
Sausage and shrimp and
yeah.
chicken and things like that. It's all right. It's not the best pasta, but like it'll get the job done.
It's good. It's good. Ain't nothing wrong with it. It's such a big. I think it's the thing. It's such a big menu.
Yeah.
It is so much. Like I feel like I should just keep trying just all different type of things because there's just so much stuff.
Did I try something new last time we went? Or was that Grand Lux? Am I thinking of Grand Lux?
That's the one in Dallas, huh?
I think there's one in Dallas, right?
That's kind of light. It's like a Cheesecake Factory.
We went to the one in Houston, across the street from the Galleria.
Oh, I know they have one in Houston. But it's like a sister of Cheesecake Factory, or like kind of similar to a Cheesecake
It
Factory.
looks like a Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I think I went to one out there in Dallas before.
You love Houston for some reason.
Huh?
You love Houston for some
do.
reason. I like Houston. I don't love it.
I don't know.
5 hours it took us to get there.
Oh, that was just a bad experience. Okay, that was one time. One time. It's not that bad.
5 hours.
It's
Bumper
not
to
that
bumper
bad.
traffic. Rain. Not like little rain, like big rain.
It was one time. That's just one time. You can't
The
let,
whole
you can't let
ra-
that one experience just ruin all of Houston for you. Nah.
I thought I was doing something smart. Like I thought staying in the hotel attached to the Galleria was smart. I thought it was like, okay, we're just gonna be here and we maybe just lift everywhere. But it took like 30 minutes to get 4 miles.
Maybe it was something going on that weekend or something. Who knows?
No, that's just Houston
Who
for sure.
knows? You gotta know when to go places and what time to go. Cause you're gonna hit some traffic depending on what time. But if you know what time not to go, you won't hit it.
Well, I didn't know it was gonna take 5 hours to get somewhere
It
that
probably
should
was
take.
5 hours.
It was 5 hours. It was 5 hours. I'm so serious.
You
It was five-
exaggerated.
It was 5 hours. I'm so serious. How long did you sleep? 5 hours?
You be exaggerated. It was nobody's 5 hours.
It was 5 hours now. From Austin to Houston, it was 5 hours.
It's a good time. Houston's always a good time.
It used to be. Even here, it feels bigger than it used to be. Like San Antonio never when I would come here, I didn't think of this as like a big city. I always just thought of it as like a pre-Austin bang city, or like it didn't feel like a big city. It feels like a big city now.
No, I feel like I don't know. It's one of those big but small cities. I feel a lot of people like from Corpus and like the Valley and stuff
Shout out to Corpus.
be coming up here. Shout out to Corpus for what?
Didn't we?
There's nothing in Corpus. No offense. Ain't nothing there.
No offense to Corpus.
Ain't nothing there. Nothing at all. That's why all my family moved from there except for a couple.
That's why I'm thinking we went last time. I think me, my mom, and your mom went to
That
Corpus.
must have been a very, very long
very,
time
very
ago.
long time ago.
When I'm saying like when I was young.
Little.
Yeah.
I'm so serious. I'm really thinking that we went to Corpus.
What a memory you have. No.
I think that's the last time I went. No, it did.
It's probably good, though.
Did your grandma live out there?
My grandma.
Your grandma cooked fish. I remember.
That must have been some good fish for
Because
you.
I didn't like catfish then. Like I didn't like fried fish, but
Yeah.
that was one of the first times I legit ate a whole plate of
Oh,
catfish.
that's why Grandma Alice, because she be cooking.
That's funny.
I do not I believe it.
I do have a bad good memory. The things trigger like when you
That's
say
crazy.
phrases, I just remember. Like, you have to trigger me, but yeah, for sure.
That is wild.
A very, very, very
I
long time ago.
definitely don't remember that. Not at all. I must have been super, super young.
Wait, yeah, it probably was maybe 20 years ago.
But shout out to her. Yeah, that's right.
What places have you tried out here that you like food wise, if any?
There's a place called Rosario's that is near, I think it's like South Main or something like Southtown, South something. San Antonio, I apologize. I don't know all the places like that, but I just know Rosario's, that place is good. It's a little pricey, but the ambiance is real cute and the food is pretty good. Where else have I been?
How'd you hear about it?
How did I hear about it? Honestly, probably. I think I first heard about it like via like Instagram, you know. And then my mom, I came up here because she had meetings out here a lot, and her and her coworkers were having dinner, and so she invited me out there, and I think that was the first time I had it. And it was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty good. And I just went recently with one of my friends for her birthday, and it was good again. I had 2 different things, and it was good. So I was like, okay, Rosario. So I like that place. What are the good places? What else? I don't really go. I don't know. I really go to like a lot of places. A lot of my places are like just your typical. People are probably just gonna be like, man, what? I like Mama Margie's, which is a staple out here. It's your typical just fast food late at night when you drunk type of
Lit.
type of vibe. Yeah, for sure. For sure, when you lit, it's gonna get you right. What else?
We didn't know what it was. Like, I think, what was the whole, it was by the aquarium that we stayed in the hotel.
I think so.
We stayed at a hotel and it was like across the street, and then we were looking for food and it was pretty late and nothing else was open. And that motherfucker opened till 2 a.m. or some shit.
Yep. I think it's 24 hours, if I'm not mistaken.
Damn, ordered a bunch of shit.
Delicious.
Didn't eat all of it.
I'm sure.
And I don't think we even had a refrigerator.
I want to go sit out, like dress up, be cute, go sit out
Oh.
somewhere, and he thought that was the move. And we pulled up. It's
It was not.
I've never heard of it before.
Yeah, we had no idea.
Yeah, nah. That's that 2 a.m. You coming out from the club, the bars, you lit, and you want to run through the little drive-through, or the or the indoor, or the little inside
Get
spot.
some enchiladas.
I like them steak fajita nachos. Them go hard. Absolutely delicious. There's a place called Wayne's Wings.
Shout out to Wang's Wings.
Delicious.
I love them.
Delicious. Absolutely.
I
adore it.
sacrificed not going there because it's not close to here.
Yeah.
Right. But because I was trying to figure out like all the shit we can do downtown or whatever. But I love Wang's Wings. When he first opened, does he still have the rules? Like there's like rules on the like next to the thing that's like you can't like it takes time like
Yeah,
no complaining. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it in the same building? Because I remember when I first.
I think 2 locations now.
Oh, he's up now.
He has 2 locations, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember exactly where the other one is, but he definitely has 2 locations.
That's
So.
lit. The one I went to, I mean, he literally just opened maybe a month before
Oh, wow.
I went, and it was like this probably room the size of this with like chairs here,
Yeah.
chairs there, chairs there, chairs there.
Yeah.
And I think he was on. I think the reason I went is because he was on the San Antonio news. There's this food guy out here that goes to all the places that I've been following him for years. That's how I
Yeah.
learned about the Jerk Shack, which is really good too. Shout out to her too. We went to her chicken restaurant today.
What was that?
It was good.
Yeah.
It was good. It wasn't nothing like crazy, but I mean, it was good.
Yeah.
My opinion, the best mac and cheese I've ever had before.
Okay.
Just my opinion, though.
Yeah, Wayne's Wings is good. Where else I be going to?
Are you by Wayne's Wings?
Not really. Not really. There's a place also that's near Arley of the Lake. They sell empanadas. It's called Fat Tummy. And they were a part of the Guy Fieri, the Diner Drive-Ins and Dives.
He was just up here because he did the Jerk Shack too.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was just up here like maybe a month ago. She literally, because I'm friends with her, the food page and also her personal page.
Yeah.
Because I've been trying to figure out a way to do this with her, but her schedule's crazy busy.
Yeah.
She's like going to fucking Jamaica every other weekend and shit and
Believe it.
all that. So, but yeah, he was just here. They just filmed an episode of his On the Run food show for the Jerk Shack like days ago.
Yeah, no, I went to Fat Tummy and it's good. It's very yummy. They have like the savory ones, the sweet ones. I'm really more of a fan of the savory ones. That place is pretty good. That was
Robin,
near
can you
kind of
do that?
downtownish area.
Turn the light down a little bit. Just like turn it down. No, like yeah.
But I want to say there's a couple other places, and I hate that I don't know their names. My mom, low key, was the one who put me on. But they like some soul food spots, and I don't remember their names, but they're delicious. Very good.
How delicious can they be if you don't remember?
They were yummy. I mean, look, for being out here in San Antonio, they were yummy. They were good. They were very, very good. You know, I'd be a little skeptical. They was throwing down in that kitchen for sure. The fried chicken and macaroni and cheese.
It was lit.
It was good. It was good.
What's the name of the place? Is Freight's Chicken? Freight's Chicken. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, I'd go back type shit. But it's in a food hall. I guess there's like 4 or 5 restaurants in there. I think there's a Mexican restaurant, there's a pizza place, and maybe a burger place. a to-go bar.
Well, where is this like food hall at? I never heard
It don't
of
even have a name. I don't think it just said food hall. It's I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know where fuck I am right now.
How'd you find out about it?
I just because the owner of the Drake Shack also opened.
The
fried
other place
chicken,
in
yeah.
the gotcha.
And she's been
Makes
promoting it, so I've seen it through her. So I was like, yeah, for sure, I'll go try it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's another. There's a food truck park that's 4 or 5 minutes away from here. They don't close till 2. I think that might be the move tonight. And then I don't know what the fuck tomorrow's gonna look like. We'll figure that out.
Yeah.
We're here till Sunday morning.
Sunday. So it brings y'all to San Antonio. Like you just come out here just
Just
because,
my
and then
bad experience in Houston. Just Houston kicked my ass, man. It was not. It was fun because of those 5 hours it took to get there.
that one little thing has ruined it all.
What do we even eat out there? I don't even think we ate anything that was like remember. Oh, I'm lying. I'm lying. I'm so sorry. I'm lying. We had this Japanese restaurant that like looks like you're in Japan when you walk into the shit. It's lit.
Yeah.
Ome rice. It's basically like a Japanese style cooked egg over fried rice. But that's why we went there to go try it and
Yeah.
ate for the first time ever a sushi pineapple burger.
A sushi pineapple burger.
Yeah.
Wow. Was it good?
Surprisingly, yeah.
Wow. It sounds like a whole lot. Like
It was a whole
going
lot.
on.
Surprisingly, yes, it was good.
A whole lot of.
Like the salt one, what was that? It's like a spongy type of burger. I can't even think of what it was.
That's what I'm talking about.
That one was made of rice. The other one, I can't think. I can think what it looked like, but I can't think of what it is right now.
We ate it?
Yeah.
Shit. I be forgetting, dog. I be eating at so many places. I don't be
I feel
remembering
like you do be
shit.
eating.
I don't be remembering shit.
That's okay.
The people like, you went
okay.
there. And I'll be like, word?
Look, sometimes just for the enjoyment, you gotta enjoy it. You know what I mean? You gotta enjoy it.
Like, straight up don't remember.
That's okay. I do wish though. I will say the one thing about Houston, that crawfish gonna always be on point, and that's something that I wish we had here in San Antonio.
Only to be fair, like, there's water by it. So, like, it's a cheat code.
I mean, yeah, I guess, but
Like,
man,
people be like, Houston got the best seafood. They better. There's a
It's
whole
just-
body
it's
of water
just-
right here.
it's just so tough as a crawfish connoisseur.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's tough right now being in San Antonio because if they have it here, oh, it's like $12, $13, $14 per pound.
Do your HEBs do it here?
They do.
Yeah.
They do, but it's only I think like Friday through Sunday. I think like 12 to 4. I'm mad.
We're technically
I'm
in the
mad I know
hood.
the
Not you know the schedule,
schedule.
the crawfish schedule.
yeah. No, I got to know.
Not the crawfish schedule.
I'm gonna know. I just wish they had that here, but they don't.
Mm-hmm.
Although there's one person that like, it's this guy. I think his name's like King Cajun or something like that.
He be throwing it in?
And
He be doing it in?
I think so. Yeah. He be going like to different like restaurants and bars stuff like that. So I think one of these weekends I'm gonna try to pull up and see what he's talking about. But see, I'm very particular with my crawfish. I like the New Orleans style crawfish, not like the Vietnamese style crawfish. And yes, it's a difference.
There is a difference for sure.
100% different. Now I'm gonna throw down both. There ain't no problem. We can get down with both of them, but I prefer the New Orleans one.
Yeah, there's a very big difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's like I used to come to San Antonio all the time growing up, like early 20s, mid 20s, always out here, and I just don't
For what? You have friends out here or something?
something like that. I got friends everywhere.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, for sure. I got friends everywhere. If I'm in a city and I need some help, I know who to call. Just put it that way.
I was like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Excuse me. All right.
So, have you been in the kitchen? You been cooking? You been making food? Or what's up?
You know, I haven't been in the kitchen, as often as I would like to, but I do be in the kitchen. I love to cook. I absolutely love to cook. In another lifetime, I would absolutely follow my dream and be a chef.
Why don't you do it?
Because that costs money.
It does.
And if I'm not mistaken, culinary school is quite expensive.
It is. It costs just as much as going to UT.
Yeah. So
Go sit in someone's kitchen.
Who?
Go sit in someone's kitchen. That's what I did. I went to culinary school. I did because culinary school is, I want to say 24 months. I did 6 before I was like, nope, I can't do this. Now it's easier because a lot of shit is virtual.
Yeah.
I know it sounds nuts, like
Yeah.
cooking virtual, but like a lot of classes are virtual.
I
now.
haven't seen a lot of ads like on Instagram and stuff like that. They be talking about like virtual culinary school, and I be like, oh,
Nope, I had to motherfucking pull
this
up there. I had to pull up to the campus and fucking work.
after 6 months, you just didn't like it anymore, or you just
No,
it was just
because
too much?
I started to understand that getting your culinary degree helps, but kitchens rather you have experience. I knew a lot of graduates of culinary school. I know a lot of graduates of culinary school, but they've all told me like, hey, it was hard to get a fucking job. Like that was hard. That was the hardest part. Like the culinary school part, that's the easy part. Getting a job with your degree versus such and such who's been in that kitchen for 15 years and knows every recipe by heart.
Right.
And they're coming in with, here's my paperwork that says I can
Right.
cook. Well, he's been doing this for like 15 years, so
Gotcha.
get in line.
So it just makes sense to just go find experience rather than like
Yep.
finish out culinary school. That makes sense.
Yep.
That absolutely makes sense. And you gotta spend, the money because obviously it's a grip.
It is expensive.
it's
It's
a nice
super
little-
expensive. No one even talks about it
nice
either.
little
Like
penny.
I'm telling you, like, and I don't know what it is now because this is maybe 6-7 years
No,
ago.
it's still expensive. Still expensive.
It did rival the cost of UT. Even though when I say that, I don't mean like overall
Yeah.
because it's not a 4-year degree. So
Right.
of course UT is going to cost more over those 4 years versus your 2-year degree with a culinary. But if it took 4 years to get a culinary degree, it would equal as much as a 4-year college degree from UT.
Gotcha. Yeah, no. Yeah, I was just like, I saw that price and I was like,
And they don't finance for shit. Like
No.
getting financing for like trade schools like
Right.
that is almost impossible.
Yeah,
You gotta be
no.
like, you gotta have one toe, never walking again.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have to have some stuff that really, really has you down to
Yep.
get any kind of like, what's the word I'm using? I'm thinking, what's the word? Funding? Is it funding? Grants.
okay.
Like to do like a trade school like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's pricey. So I probably just go on YouTube or the internet. I'll find something like most of the time it usually comes up as like, oh, I'm craving this. Okay, let me find a recipe for said thing that I'm craving, and then I'll make it. And it most of the time, not to toot my own horn, it do be good. It do be good. And so yeah, but I was really big into like the whole nutrition thing. So I was trying to find ways to make food that might not be as good for you,
What tastes good?
good for you. You know what I mean? So
So
trying
you're
to
one of those people
substitute certain
want
things.
who want to sell hot dog carrots.
No, that is absolutely not it. That is absolutely not it. But some shrimp tacos, instead of having like a sour cream based, sauce, having like a Greek yogurt types, based sauce that brings, protein and stuff like that, and it still has a similar, taste because the tang and whatnot. But, just find different things like that. And so I'll do that. Sometimes I'll make the food that, it tastes good. I'm going to make it the way it is. Or, sometimes I'm like, what, let me try to, healthify it a little bit and substitute some things. And, but no, I definitely enjoy being in the kitchen.
Same.
I have a question. Mm-hmm. So for you that be in the kitchen, Mr. Chef, because I know how I am in the kitchen. Mm-hmm. Are you a person that you don't mind people being in the kitchen?
No, get the fuck out. Leave me the fuck alone. My parents got that bad, yo.
Same. My mama got that bad too.
I'm not. I told you.
should be
I
so
said,
annoying.
I'm not cooking for y'all ever again.
That is so annoying. Now I'm like, okay, if it's like Thanksgiving, right,
Nope,
or Christmas,
nope,
or something
nope,
like that. See,
nope,
I can adjust.
I'm not cooking.
I can
shit.
adjust because most of the time, like most of my family's there, so like, we just be in the kitchen. It's like that, big old,
Nope.
big mama house type, thing
Leave
going
me
down.
alone.
But if it's like I'm cooking for somebody, oh yeah, get out,
Leave me alone.
get out the kitchen. Let me do my thing.
They didn't have this recipe when y'all started cooking. Leave me alone.
Let me do my thing. Cause my mama, she be the one to come over talking about something. Ooh, I look like that. I mean, like, dang, it's a process. It's a process. Let it be. I just don't like it. You're messing with my vibe.
I be wanting to throw my accolades at my parents when I'm in the kitchen. Like, I've cooked for 1,000+ people. It's okay. No one's ever said my food ain't it.
I ain't got no accolades to do that, but maybe you could throw that around.
Like, I've been cooking for well over a decade at a very, very high level. I've done events. I've done a lot of things.
You done events and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I had a catering business before the pandemic.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, look at you.
I stopped. I was like, of course, I couldn't be in spaces like that anymore, so I just
Right.
stopped. So, yeah.
Would you ever go back to that?
Nope.
Why?
It's too much work.
Were you doing a lot of it like by yourself or you had a team?
That was me.
Yeah. What if you had a team?
I don't do well with others. Yeah. It's probably best for me to be solo.
Why don't you do well with team?
I don't know. I don't, because I'm passionate as fuck about anything I do, right?
Yeah.
And the second I have a team and someone's not as passionate
Right.
about what we're doing, it's just a turn off for me.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
Yeah.
I
Like,
can
why are
see
you
that.
half-assing this? Like,
Right.
is this not important to you?
Right. Why are you here?
For real.
What is going on? I can see that.
Nuts.
I can see that.
I started this podcast with two co-hosts.
And it just wasn't. It just.
No, it wasn't even bad. It was like, it worked until it didn't work.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. It worked until it didn't work.
It's true. It worked until it didn't work. It wasn't bad. Like, her sister was one of the originals co-hosts, and then another person who I won't name, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I thought about
Is
it
that
once
hate?
upon a time.
Why don't you start one? Do it.
It's probably the nervousness. I think I'd be nervous to start stuff.
This is so since I've been doing this for a very, very long time, like, there's always a season of podcasting. Every summer, about to be summer, people start a podcast, right? 9 times out of 10, it doesn't exist after 4 or 5 episodes.
Yeah.
Right? People will roll out their podcast for months and months and months and months and months, and then do 4 episodes and be like, "Oh, this is work." Like, what the fuck? This is
see
work.
It was over here. I just try to keep my composure because I'm on the screen.
It's not even the fly. It's like a gnat.
I was like, Raven, focus.
No, but like, no, you should podcast. I personally, and I've said this multiple times, I think every single person should have a podcast, not because of views or anything like that, but simply just to look back on your past self.
Yeah.
Like, I can go back to episode 5
Right.
and disagree with myself 100%. I could say something right then and there in that time, and then 100 plus episodes later, I go back and be like, damn, I don't even agree with myself.
Yeah.
Like, why would I say that? What at that point in time gave me that perspective to make that kind of claim?
Right.
And then as you get older, you're like, oh, well, that was happening around that time. I really didn't necessarily agree with that. So
Right.
just giving yourself that look back into your own self
Yeah.
is always lit. And I think everyone should have a pod.
That's a good perspective. Definitely a good perspective. And I've thought about it, and I don't know. Like, I ain't got this equipment, this setup, which is very nice. Shout out to you. But I got a little mic and stuff like that. I just be thinking about it. I'm like, what if I did?
Listen, this is my like 4th or 5th round of mics within this process. Like, you get better.
Yeah.
You know, when I started, you couldn't get podcast equipment at Walmart.
Oh, I believe that. 100%. Oh,
Like,
it's grown so much.
like, you legit had to order the shit online. Like, I have maybe like $600 worth of equipment in a closet in my place that I can't use because I bought it and didn't know how to use it, and then it's not compatible with anything I have. Not knowing, like, there's videos that you can just go watch someone set up a mixer and things like that. That shit did not exist then.
Yeah.
Like, you just had to figure this shit out.
Right.
Now, if you can't start a podcast and get at least 100, 200 views on something, that's just you then. Because back then, like,
That's just you.
that's it's easy to do that now.
But I guess how did you roll it out? Like, how did you roll out your podcast?
So this is the second podcast I started. The first one I started right at the end of 2019, coming into 2020. It was called Sometimes We Eat, Sometimes We Talk, or vice versa. I don't fucking
That was
remember.
when you was like the cooking and the.
Yeah, I wanted
Okay.
to bring both in
Right.
because I was heavy in the kitchen.
Right.
Pandemic happened, can't get guests, had no idea how to do virtual podcasts.
Right.
Whatever.
Right.
So I stopped that, and I was 20 episodes in, so I scratched that completely and didn't pod for a while, and then how did Brittany become a part of the thing? Was it because we were at like your cousin's party? So I had a partner. Her name was also Raven, but a different Raven, in a different light. Actually no. So the first podcast was coming to an end. I had a co-host. Her name is KK. Shout out to you. But she was starting a business, so she could no longer come and do the pod. We used to do the pod every single week consistently.
Wow. Okay.
Like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Right. And she had to leave, so Raven came in. Raven did some things within that 20. Then we stopped, ended it there. Raven still came along to the second pod, which is this pod, the Can We Talk podcast.
Yep.
And then her sister became a part of it. And us three did 37 episodes together. 2 hours each. Like, it's a lot.
Yeah.
They didn't always end the nicest.
Right.
I'll say that. Just because we're all opinionated, right? And we all have liquor in our system.
For sure.
All the time. So,
For sure.
very opinionated. So, once Brittany had to leave and Raven left, I was like, I'm just going to do this by myself.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do this by myself. And as I kept going, like, I don't think I even got decent at it until like episode 60 something. But like my focus was always like, I didn't care about views. I didn't care about talking about celebrity stuff. I didn't care about like just regurgitating what every other podcast is doing. I legit want people on just to talk, like just have a conversation.
Yeah, should chop it up.
Tell me you was in traffic for a couple hours. Like, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
How that sucks. Like, talk about friendships. Let's talk about you. Let's talk about the Cheesecake Factory every once in a while. Like, let's just talk. I'm not here to like go viral or anything like that. I just want to talk.
I feel that.
Yeah, but it's easy. I mean, people listen. Podcasters who are starting always hit my line, and I tell them exactly what they should do, and they do the opposite. And then 4 episodes later, they are no longer an active podcast.
Yeah.
Like, there's a reason I don't want a studio podcast because I can't go anywhere.
Right.
Like, we recorded in San Antonio the first time here. We recorded in Dallas. We're back here recording again. And eventually one day in the future, we're recording Houston. Like, I can bring everything. I don't need, like, this stuff doesn't have to be plugged into anything. You know what I mean?
Right.
Lights do, but that's a different story. There's going to be an outlet wherever you go.
Yeah.
But it's completely movable. All I got to do is pack up everything.
Right.
And then just put it wherever I need to put it.
That's
like,
true.
We're in an Airbnb right now.
Yeah, that's true. True that.
What is it called? A humidifier? That shit's gonna be annoying when I hear it too, and I know I'm gonna hear it in this, but it's okay. It's okay. I'll put a disclaimer. And also focusing on the audio too. People, my first, I want to say 30 episodes there's no video to them. It's just audio. And shout out to the audio. We're on I think 9 platforms streaming.
Oh wow.
And I think 19 countries.
Very cool. Very cool. Look at you.
It's lit.
Look at you.
This old white dudes be like DMing me talking about, man, I enjoyed the pod. Like, why? Like, how? Is that the demographic I'm attracting?
That's your demographic.
That's who I'm attracting to this podcast. Is older white men.
I like the pod. I like it, brother.
I just hearted the comment. I was like, appreciate it. Like, yeah, thumbs up, bro.
No, yeah, that's funny.
And it's crazy because like 95% of my guests are women. 94.
Is there a reason for that, or it just be like that?
No, there's a reason.
What's the reason behind it?
I think a lot of the guys who want to come on got a lot of say negative about women, and I'm just not in that space. Or do I want to give the platform to those type of dudes?
Right.
Like, I'm not. I wouldn't even feel comfortable with a dude just going in talking bad about women for an hour and a half.
Right.
Just want to feel comfortable.
Good for you. Good for you.
Because that's all they want to do.
I knew you were raised right.
Facts. And that's the only reason they want to come on. Like, you want to prove my point. No, this is not a prove a point podcast.
Right.
If you want to do that, you create your own podcast called "Niggas is Better Than Women." You can,
100%.
that's your podcast.
100%.
You can do that. Here we don't do that.
Yeah.
We talk about
Those
life.
podcasts just, we ain't gonna get into that, but we don't.
No, it's tough. It's tough hearing. I don't listen to none of that shit.
Yeah.
Like, Nah. And the blame is on both parties because you knew what you were coming on this podcast to talk about.
True.
He knew you was not the brightest in the world. They screen these chicks, yo. There's no way he's driving down they driving down the street
No,
and be
for
like,
real.
"Hey, you."
Right.
No. They're
For
picking and
real.
choosing. They're picking and choosing.
100%. 100%. Yeah,
No bully
it's just-
podcasting.
Good for you.
No, facts.
Good
Good
for
for me.
you.
Shout out me.
Shout out you. I know that's right. Shout out you. Shout out to you. I'm trying to figure out what else.
No, you need to try that food hall place. I'll show you the pictures. Like, I'm gonna post them or whatever.
It's
like,
probably because, like I said, I'm not gonna lie. I literally wake up, I work out, I go to school, I know my practices, I come home, I make dinner, I go to sleep. That is my routine, and I don't live like near downtownish area, so I'm not going, to all the downtown spots. If I'm down there, maybe, but I have to have like a reason to kind of go there, and most of the time I don't, so I don't go. I probably should.
What do you got
but-
thoughts?
That's what she explained my day too. Yeah, if I were
Right. On a good day.
like,
Adulting at its finest, unfortunately.
I can't talk. I sometimes don't leave my home for 3 days. I work from home, so I don't.
Oh, must be nice.
Yeah, but people say that.
I'm currently trying to find a nice little remote job.
It is. It's
'Cause I
cool.
hate to say.
It's cool because it's cool. But like, I've been doing this for like 4 years now, coming up on 5.
Yeah.
It is. It gets tough. Like, it gets tough because you're just like, okay, I wake up here at this time. I
Right.
do my job. I
Right.
get off. I look around. It's
You're
nighttime.
still in the house, yeah.
And I don't know
Do
what the
same
fuck
thing.
else to do.
Right, you do the same thing. You just in the house. Nowhere to go
Yeah.
because you at work in the house.
Yeah. I had to move my work little station was in my room, so I would
Oh,
literally
yeah,
just
no.
roll over and just clock in and do
No,
work.
no.
That shit was
You gotta
draining
move
me.
that. You had to move it.
I moved it to my living room because that shit was draining me.
You don't go to like coffee shop, something like that, to work, or you can't.
My setup's too big. I have like
Little
two.
scenery.
I have 2 monitors plus a laptop, so 3 screens.
Oh, you can't take the laptop and just go somewhere. Or
No,
you
I
have
can't.
to have the monitor?
I to do my job, I have to have at least an additional monitor to do it okay wise, huh?
I've been seeing portables, monitors. You can buy a portable. It's like a tablet, but it's not a tablet, but it's a portable.
When I look like it's Starbucks for 8 hours.
It's different.
Right. It's a different scenery.
Do I
a
gotta
different place.
Do I gotta order things every hour?
No, maybe just a little cup of coffee, and that's probably like $2 or $3.
It's
Huh?
some kind of business. I know you don't drink coffee like that all the time. You
Drink some
get
tea.
pressure,
Right.
so great.
Or look, maybe just a cup of water, ice cold water. I think you gotta pay for that, if I'm not mistaken.
I remember I saw this. I think it was a meme, and it was like, dude, like, was PlayStation set up at like McDonald's with the Wi-Fi. And I was
Oh
like,
wow.
okay, you get it how y'all live. I wouldn't feel comfortable in that setting.
wouldn't either.
What if I get robbed, bro? Give me that computer, nigga. Like, what if I get robbed, bro, at McDonald's?
Now I'm in McDonald's.
You think the employee's gonna help me?
They said, "Hey, let me get that hot and spicy. Just throw it to me." While I'm still in the game, just throw it to me. I'm right here.
There's a Jollibee's over here.
And there's a Jollibee's. I've never been Jollibee's. Have you been?
I've never been. I want to go.
I've seen a lot of little TikTok videos on Jollibee's.
I just noticed that. Like, it's
And I've
like
never been.
like less than a mile away.
There's a lot of different things that's going on there at Jollibee's.
It's
They like
it's a
spaghetti and stuff.
Filipino chain.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's
That
like
makes sense.
they do sweet and savory.
Right.
My he's not a good friend, but he's a friend. His name is Tank. Him and his wife are in the Philippines right now. And
he Filipino?
no, he's
Oh.
ex-military. He's a black dude. They moved.
He sound like it.
He
Tank. Just
he
sound
does like
strong.
he does TikToks about like living in the Philippines and stuff like that. How cheap shit is. He got a 2-story house for rent for like $500.
I
Our
don't
money.
even want to talk about rent. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to get into it because that.
I did watch a video that like the downtown Austin area, like the minimum is like $7,500 a month. to live in one of those high
I don't
rises.
wanna talk about it. It's just, it's ridiculous. It is
Facts.
so ridiculous. I'm talking about some. It can't be that bad. I know you ain't talking back in your days.
Rent was $2.
Okay, literally, you not understanding the struggles that are happening right now.
Rent was $2.
You are not understanding. Mm-mm.
No, it is nuts. I remember like, let's see, 10 years ago, I had a 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment that was like $776 in Round Rock 10 years ago.
Oh wow.
Now my rent's $1,500
Ooh, sheesh.
for 1 bedroom.
Sheesh. Oh my god. That is crazy.
It is nuts, man. And it keeps rising too, because even
It
like,
does.
because in like Austin, because they put that sports team there,
Mm-hmm.
like the apartments that I had 2 apartments ago was right down the street from the stadium,
Yeah.
and every year they increased my rent by like $150. And then the last year I was there, which I wasn't planning on staying there another year after, but
Yeah.
they wanted to add another $250 and not make any changes. Like it's the same small apartment.
Literally. That's what be so crazy to me. Like, if you don't increase my rent, like, what are you changing in my apartment?
Yeah.
What are you changing in the apartment in general? Mm-hmm. Like, what amenities are happening?
If I have carpet and you want an extra, come
right.
make this wood.
Change it to wood. Right.
No,
I
they don't
shouldn't be
think
having
about
to look for parking spots, at 10:30 at night.
that. Facts.
Make some more parking.
Facts.
It don't make no sense, but you want to increase rent. And I pay my shit on time. Why is my shit going up? That be pissing me off. It sucks. It sucks so bad. And unfortunately, like the job I'm at, all I do right now is just coach, and it's just one of the things where it's like people tell you, oh, go out to school and go follow your passion and
passion costs.
hello,
Passion cost.
follow your dreams.
Dreams cost.
And I'm like, I'm trying to follow them. But right now, that dream ain't sustaining my life
Yeah.
right now. It's not sustaining my future. Like, I got stuff I'm trying to do and look forward to and look towards. And right now, I'm at a point where I'm just like, look,
Yeah.
if we don't get this, head coaching job here soon, we're going to have to exit left and find something else. Because
Yeah.
it's just not, It just sucks because most of us, who are assistants have to have a second job to even just, maintain our life and just be able to save in general.
It's nuts. Like, yeah, I have 2 jobs. Like, some weeks I work every day.
Yeah. Yeah. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Just
It's
to,
no
like-
work-life balance whatsoever.
Just to afford, like, the things you should just be able to afford. Like, I should be
100%.
able to work 7 days a week and then
Yeah.
go out to a nice dinner. Like, that should just be the
Exactly.
bare minimum of being an adult.
yeah, I'm able to just actually put shit in my savings, not just having my bills or having my paycheck pay for just straight my bills.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's nothing left over.
They be taxing, bro.
No, for real.
I remember there was one job, they put one of those like grocery vending machines in that motherfucker. Everything in that motherfucker was like $2.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, y'all just asking for the money y'all just paid us right back.
Right,
You want us to
exactly.
spend all our money.
Exactly.
So y'all get it right back and give it right back to
Y'all
us.
wouldn't get me. Y'all wouldn't get me at all. I'm gonna bring all my little
People would be in
snacks.
there running it up. I'm like, dang, you spent $27 in that little market.
Okay.
All right, then you can work
Y'all got it.
your next 2 hours. Your next 2 hours is paying for that.
Yeah, I got it. Look, I'm gonna bring my little snacks. That ain't gonna get me. That's how they get you.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. I'll bring my little snacks and all.
Shout out to them. They don't exist anymore, but shout out. When the pandemic happened, did it affect you? Like, did it super affect you? Like, job wise, life wise? Were you here?
Pandemic.
2020.
Where was I at? No, I was in Houston. I think at the time I was working at HEB. Still, I had transferred
The
up
pharmacy.
to sure was up in that pharmacy doing them drugs. I was there, but I wasn't getting the hours that I needed to once again sustain my life. So I ended up getting another job. I think at that time I was working at United Health Group, a little insurance company, as a customer service rep person. So I was remote, and it really didn't, affect me the whole, pandemic. I don't think so. I really can't. That's a little
I didn't
while
work
back.
for a whole year.
Wow.
Yeah. So the job that I had at the time that it like really peaked sold. Like we got an email like a week and a half before
Oh, damn.
we were all getting laid off.
Oh wow.
Like it was like, hey, if you have a computer at home already, you can work remote
Right.
for your last week.
Yeah.
If you don't, Friday's your last day.
Wow.
Facts.
That is crazy.
Which is nuts. We could have been working from home the whole time, and we'd probably still be in business. But
Right.
that's not. I'm not a CEO, so I don't know how it works.
So when you guys got laid off, like, did you get like a packet or like,
Nope.
you know, unemployment or anything?
So
of
I
that
got
nature?
unemployment. I was looking for a job that actually paid enough,
Right.
and it just wasn't anything at that time. But I didn't work for a whole year, and then right after the year, I started working from home.
So during that year that you weren't working, like how
I was up,
oh
running it up.
oh
Didn't
Oh.
save shit
okay, all right,
on that road.
okay.
No, for real. Like, I was buying shit for no reason.
Wow.
Just running it up, man.
Oh, you just had. I guess you had some money saved, huh?
Nah,
Oh, okay.
I ran it up and then ran it down.
Oh.
Ran it up and ran it right down. That was a fun year. That was probably one of my funnest.
That was a good time.
That was one of my funnest years ever. Like that year, and then the year after was two of the littest years I've ever had in my life. Because when I got that first work from home job, I did sales, and I got $25 an hour plus a commission check every single month for like $1,500 to $1,700 a month,
Oh wow.
not including my regular pay, and I got paid every week.
Oh wow.
I was lit. Rest in peace to that job. I might reapply. It's been 60 days, I think.
I feel the same way about HEB. I think my time has passed. I think I can reapply. I think I need to
You
reapply.
can run it back
I
in
think
a
I'm
different
ready
department.
to. Wow.
No, yeah. Working from home was tough, but yeah. It is what it is.
So when you were that year without having a job and you was running up, running down, were you with somebody who was running up, running that down?
Not the whole year.
Oh, okay.
Not the whole year.
I was interested in seeing, you know, as far as like not having a job, how that kind of played into that dynamic. If
I
it
was
played.
just outside.
Okay. But he was outside. Outside in the
Shout out to the
streets.
government. Shout out to the government. They helped. Like that,
At that point in time, yeah.
because we were getting those stimulus checks and things
Right.
like that.
Yeah.
And they were doing your regular unemployment. So I was getting paid it was like 3/4 of what my regular checks would have been at the job that closed.
Oh, so you was looking kind of chilling.
Yeah. And then they
Wow.
they were adding an extra like $500 to $600,
Oh.
and I got paid every 2 weeks from unemployment right to my account.
Wow. Well, shout out to the government for you because you seem like you was big chilling.
I mean, I didn't tell my job to sell.
I mean, it's true. Good point. Good point.
We were supposed to be essential workers, and then turns out we weren't essential enough, and they laid us off.
Wow. Yeah.
Timing's everything, I guess.
I was an essential worker, but I was not showing up to the work. I said, y'all ain't gonna get me. Y'all ain't gonna get me at all. They was still open. I said, what? What? Well, I mean, I guess, you know, it makes sense. Pharmacy, people need their drugs and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, okay, well, y'all can get them too. I'm not. I'm not. Nope, it's not happening. Oh wow, pandemic. What a time.
What a time.
What a time.
Shout out to my moms, because she still had to work during that time, so she would, you know, there was
She was one of the good ones.
all the water and all the eggs that were gone from people taking everything. I'm pretty sure like they let the HEB employees go in there earlier than their regular scheduled shifts and like shop,
to shop, yeah.
and then restocked everything after that. So
Yep.
shout out to HEB who never hired me.
Yep, 100%.
I'm basically HEB like what do you call, what's the Georgetown people? What do you call them? The legacies? Is that what they're called? Yeah, I'm basically HEB royalty and could
you
never
need
get
both.
hired.
Oh, that's tough. Look, you should just call my mama.
See, I feel like
Wait,
I had
I
this.
thought you did
I
call
feel,
him.
I
I
feel
thought
like
you
I
did.
feel like I did, and I still didn't get the
Now she went to the higher ups and still, they was like,
Yeah, I
nope.
don't know about that.
They said, who is this? Oh, you know him?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna pass.
Still no.
Shout out to them though, man.
That's tough because I absolutely use my mama. I'm still would use her. I'm thinking about going back now. Let me go ahead and run it back because times is hard.
Facts.
Times is hard. But I used to be one of those like people that I didn't want like people to know she was my mom because she higher up in HB world. So I don't want people to know that she's my mom. I wanted to be like, oh, I got it on my own. I got it myself.
Was that nepotism?
Yeah, I should have just used that.
Use it.
I should have just used it and kept it. Climb the ladder. Look, I'm still gonna try to climb that ladder. It's in my back pocket. It's in my back pocket. This coaching thing don't work out. HEB, I'm coming back. I'm using my mama for sure. 100%. And she better make sure I get the truth.
So an hour, man. We did an hour. An hour. I don't know how long Ash episode can be now. So, Ash might get a 35. Nah, this is great. Like my mom, I'm pretty sure it was either my brother or my mom said you were in San Antonio like recently.
Yeah.
And I was like, we're going to San Antonio. Might as well pod.
Yeah.
I don't know why not.
And I know we've always talked about me coming on your podcast, and we talked about when you was in Austin. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna come out, and I don't know what happened. I think that a bunch of times I've had like tournaments, stuff like that, or I just don't stay long. Cause I'm not gonna lie, I'll come to Austin, but I don't stay there long at all. Like I pop in, I pop out. But I was like, yeah, I've been meaning to come, so I'm glad you hit me up, and
For sure.
we were able to make this thing work. And it's been a great time. I've enjoyed myself for sure.
For sure. Now we gotta just figure out what we're gonna do. What time is it? Damn. We're not gonna do this till 9.
Here we are, 9 o'clock.
All right. I mean, I don't have anything else. Do you have anything else? Do you have anything you think of, Miss Hill?
Yeah, them kids. I ain't gonna lie, this generation,
We are fucked.
it's very different. Even at the college level, like, let me say this with a grain of salt. Even at the college level, these kids, I be like, I'm tired of seeing y'all. I'm tired of hearing y'all. They do the most. They do the absolute most. I'm just
I
like,
can imagine.
yo.
I did the absolute most when
Why?
I was that age.
It's very different.
I worked at the old middle school that I went to.
Yeah.
And 2 teachers that were there when I was there.
Right. Yeah.
So I looked at one of them that I had in 7th grade, and I was like, Miss Delion, like, 06 to 08.
Yeah.
This bad, and she was like,
No,
y'all weren't.
not at all.
Yikes.
Okay, I just making sure.
You be seeing everybody else and be like, I know I was not like this when I was here. I know.
I was like, it could have.
Yeah.
No, she's like, no. Y'all were not this bad. So.
I just don't know what it is. For me, it's the respect part of it. Like that be killing me. Like the lack of respect. I can't deal with it, and I won't deal with it. I'm quick to be like,
Get in my face. Middle school didn't get in my face. I'm like, I really have to remember I'm the adult.
right, because the way you just want to, yeah. One good time. One good time. One good time. Because somebody probably didn't do it, so let me go ahead and do it for you. One good time. Yeah, but we can't because we in the adult situation. I'm an adult. In the
One last
situation.
thing. Why is the liquor stores behind the wall? Like behind the door and wall? Like we went to the liquor store, right? It's like it looked like a paycheck cash place, right? So you go up you open the door, you walk in, there's a couple people here. All the liquor's back here, and you just gotta tell them what you want, and they go get it for you. That sounds convenient as fuck. I get it, but that looks nuts.
I can't really say too much on that because I get my liquor from my local Specs,
Gotcha.
my local Total Wine.
Gotcha.
But
Gotcha.
I would assume since y'all down here in this area,
It's the ghetto.
It might be just let me just make sure, and I'm gonna be stealing no shit and have the shit behind the counter.
I just need to see one white woman walking her dog, and I'll feel super safe.
Probably not gonna happen down here. Not down here. Out my ranch. La Cantera. Somewhere in that area. Not no down here.
Yeah.
Which I love it down here. I think it has history, it has culture. It's just an old neighborhood. It's not a bad neighborhood. It's just an old neighborhood.
Gentrification. Just a little bit, a sprinkle.
If you rode to my school where I coach at, you would ask me like, where the hell am I going?
Yikes.
But it's a beautiful school. A beautiful school. And not a lot should be happening there. Like the security be tight.
Not the security, not like one of the factors.
I'm just saying, like, you know,
security be on point.
the police be rolling through, so we be feeling real secure, you know. But we in the hood. But most people ain't gonna, you know, ain't gonna step on campus and do no wild, you know, shit.
We are in the hood.
You know, it's a very holy, safe ground. It's Catholic. That's even more wild. Catholic school.
Yeah, this was supposed to happen when it's supposed to happen. I don't think it would feel as cool if we did it at my place.
Yeah.
Versus being here.
True.
I guess we just got pictures to take, and you know that's it, really. I don't have nothing else. I want to drink some more and figure out where the food is at.
I'm here for that.
I want to find out where the food is at.
I'm here for that.
All right. You guys enjoy the rest of your night. This is the Can We Talk podcast, episode 109. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.